Welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to talk about how excess attachment leads to weakness, according to Chanakya. Attachment is often misunderstood. Most people believe attachment is love, care, connection, but according to Chanakya, attachment and care are not the same. Care strengthens the mind. Attachment weakens it. The difference is subtle, but its consequences are profound. Chanakya observed that attachment begins when emotional dependence replaces inner stability. At first, attachment feels comforting. It gives a sense of security, a sense of belonging. But over time, this comfort quietly turns into dependency. And dependency is the beginning of weakness. Before we continue, I genuinely request you to hit that like button if this made your life even 1% better. Now let us continue. Chanakya believed that excessive attachment clouds judgment. When the mind becomes attached, it stops seeing clearly. Decisions are no longer based on truth, but on fear of loss, fear of losing people, fear of losing status, fear of losing comfort. This fear bends intelligence. A person may know what is right, yet still choose what is emotionally safer. Chanakya considered this one of the most dangerous states of mind, because intelligence is present, but courage is missing. Attachment, according to Chanakya, creates blind spots. The attached mind protects what it loves, even when protection causes harm. Mistakes are ignored. Warnings are dismissed. Reality is softened. This is why attached people often fall suddenly. Not because they were unaware, but because they refused to see. Chanakya warned that attachment makes people predictable. When someone knows what you are attached to, they gain influence over you. Your reactions can be controlled. Your decisions can be manipulated. This is why Chanakya advised leaders to keep emotional distance, not because emotions are bad, but because power combined with attachment creates vulnerability. Another subtle effect of attachment is hesitation. An attached person hesitates where clarity is needed. What if I hurt them? What if I lose this? What if things change? These questions slow action. Chanakya believed that delayed action is often worse than wrong action. Attachment causes delay because it demands emotional safety. Wisdom demands clarity. Chanakya also observed that attachment creates internal conflict. The mind becomes divided. One part knows the truth, another part resists it. This division drains energy. A divided mind cannot act decisively, and indecision is weakness. Chanakya believed strength comes from alignment between thought and action. Attachment breaks that alignment. Another danger Chanakya pointed out was identity attachment. When people attach their identity to roles, relationships, or possessions, they become fragile. If the role is questioned, the person feels attacked. If the relationship changes, the person collapses. If possessions are threatened, fear takes over. Chanakya believed that identity must be rooted internally, not externally. External attachment creates instability. Internal grounding creates strength. Chanakya also spoke about attachment to outcomes. When people become attached to results, they lose flexibility. They resist change. They ignore better alternatives. The mind says, "This must work," even when reality suggests otherwise. This rigidity weakens strategy. Chanakya valued adaptability. He believed that attachment to outcomes prevents learning. Learning requires openness. Attachment closes the mind. Another important point was attachment to comfort. Comfort creates attachment silently. Once accustomed to ease, the mind resists effort. Discomfort feels threatening. Chanakya warned that comfort, when protected too strongly, creates weakness. Strength grows through challenge. Attachment to comfort avoids challenge. This avoidance slowly erodes resilience. Chanakya also emphasized that attachment increases emotional reaction. Small problems feel large. Minor losses feel unbearable. The emotional intensity rises because too much is at stake. This intensity clouds reason. A calm mind solves problems. An attached mind reacts to them. Chanakya believed reaction is the enemy of strategy. Strategy requires emotional distance. Another effect of attachment is dependence on validation. Attached people seek reassurance. They want confirmation that they are still valued, still secure, still safe. This constant seeking reduces inner authority. Chanakya believed that authority must come from self-trust. Attachment shifts authority outward. This shift weakens confidence. Chanakya also warned that attachment creates fear of change. Change threatens attachment. So the attached mind resists growth, even when growth is necessary. This resistance slowly traps a person in outdated situations. Strength requires movement. Attachment resists movement. Chanakya believed that detachment is not coldness. It is balance. Detachment allows care without dependency, involvement without blindness, responsibility without emotional slavery. This balance preserves strength. Chanakya did not teach people to abandon relationships. He taught them to not lose themselves in them, because a person who loses himself cannot protect anyone else. Excess attachment, according to Chanakya, turns love into fear, care into control, connection into weakness. But when attachment is reduced, clarity returns. Decisions become firm. Actions become steady. Emotions become balanced. Strength reappears. Chanakya believed that true strength comes from inner independence. When nothing external controls your mind, you act freely. And freedom is the foundation of wisdom. This is why Chanakya taught restraint in attachment, not rejection, not coldness, but awareness, because what is understood no longer needs to be clung to. It can be held lightly, and what is held lightly cannot weaken you. This is the wisdom of Chanakya Neeti.